Well, I would say that every person that has a passion or a love for craft beer has probably dreamed of either brewing at home, being a home brewer, or owning their own brew pub or microbrewery. So back in 2012, I was actually building a microbrewery for a client of mine, and they actually passed one of the largest pieces of legislation in the state of Mississippi, raising the alcohol by weight from 5% to 8%. Obviously, Cam and I were already talking about it, and we looked at each other like, hey, this is something that we need to do, and that's where it started.
It was the easiest decision we've had to make when we knew we wanted to start the microbrewery was to come up with a name. I believe that Kane and I may have looked at each other for about 1 minute and Chandeleur right off the bat, just for our passion for the island. We grew up fishing the island. It's what we're about. We knew we wanted to model, our beers after parts of the island that we're passionate about.
Well, I was a home brewer for as long as I can remember. I went to school for chemistry, and with the thought of maybe getting into brewing one day. Kind of fell into a job brewing back in Milwaukee, where I'm from, and it suited me well. I did it for 4 or 5 years when I decided I couldn't take the winters anymore, and I was ready for a change. So I started looking for opportunities, and I hooked up with Cam and Can from Chandeleur, and it just worked out. Our most popular beer is Freemason. It's a cream ale, an easy drinking beer, but with a lot of complexity to it. I brew with some corn and some white wheat, and there's barley in it, and 3 different kinds of hops. And while it may come across as a light beer, there's way more in the glass than your typical light beer. So it's one of the ones I'm most proud of.
So me, Cam, and Kane, we all met in college at the University of Southern Mississippi. We've been good friends ever since. So we're finally at the point where we're able to start canning our beer, which we're really excited about. We've got our canning line in, our labeler. We'll be canning in the near future, so we're really excited about that. But the real reason we're doing cans is it's better for the beer. Scientifically, the beer stays better in a can. No UV light gets to it, the gases are sealed better, and things of that nature.
We distribute on up into Jackson, Mississippi, and then up into the northern part of the state in a few areas. And then we just recently, about 4 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, started distributing over in New Orleans. So we're just in the city of New Orleans, and obviously future plans is to stay coastal, maybe even move a little bit farther west after that. So that's our plans.